but it's damn irregular.
It's not the only thing that's awfully irregular going on. Not at all. Look at this. Biden team, inauguration at Capitol building, an incredibly important visual image. Yeah, this is the visual image you want of America. Barbed wire, fences that reach who knows how high, little bitty things so you can't put your toes in there to hop over it. An incredibly important visual image. It's darned irregular, I tell you. Darned irregular. National Guard troops from the U.S. continue to pour into D.C. for inauguration security. Why? Because it's darned irregular, I tell you. Darned irregular. What else do we have? FBI, Los Angeles. No known threats as officials ramp up safety efforts ahead of Inauguration Day. Well, then why? Oh, geez. Okay. State capitals from Sacramento to Atlanta. From Sacramento to Atlanta. Fenced off, patrolled by troops ahead of protest planned for Sunday. But that's not an inauguration. I hate that word. Now, this one's actually just straight-up comedy. Federal prisons across the U.S., including California, on lockdown in run-up to an inauguration. What the heck is a prison if not lockdown? You can't write these jokes, people. You just can't write them. Federal prisons across the U.S., including California, on lockdown. Pretty sure prisons are supposed to be locked down. The last time that there were riots in an American inauguration was 2016. It was against Donald J. Trump. And, the last time it happened before then was during the during the Civil War. And I remember watching all of the buildings get destroyed with their windows smashed and the Antifa people parading around unstopped, thank you very much, unstopped. None of them caught and exposed with their names doxed all over the place. Like, I don't know, one, and I mean one, particular incident in recent memory. And, so now they're doing this, and they're bringing in the army. Let's see. Let's take a look at the other pictures. What else do we got? Free country. Yeah, look how free it is. No traffic in a free country. Sure, there's soldiers everywhere. What else does a free country look like? Oh, a free country looks like soldiers coming. Why? It's darned irregular, I tell you. It's darned irregular. You know, people like to bandy about different conspiracy theories. Well, clearly, whoever's ordering all these soldiers and ordering these fences and ordering this barbed wire is clearly swimming in a conspiracy theory. Now, whether or not they're right, who knows? As far as I can tell, there's two conspiracy theories that are competing. One is the people that ordered this. The people that ordered these fences and these soldiers and all these lockdowns, including in prison. Yeah, there's that theory that they need to do it and show overwhelming force to make sure nothing happens. Kind of like we did when the cootie came to America and we opened all those zillions of extra hospitals, the emergency ones, that none of them were actually used because, was it the right choice? I don't think so. Was it a waste of money? Yes, but it was probably still the right choice. Is this the right choice? Maybe. But I'll say this. There's the other competing theory, which is this one. What if all of this is done simply for political posturing by the party coming into power who loves political posturing? You know, like, doing an impeachment through a drive-through window. And, doing no trial, doing no hearings, and just going, I'd like to impeach Donald J. Trump. Okay, would you like fries with that? Sure, that'd be great. Thanks. Yeah. So maybe this is just all political posturing so that AOC can go, I feared for my life from the other members of Congress. Yeah, she really did say that. And you can have Nancy Pelosi saying, we need to expel all of these elected officials in Congress that have an R by their name that supported Donald J. Trump. We need to expel them. Interesting that she's not been impeached for abuse of power. Interesting that she's not been impeached for meeting with generals at the Pentagon, who the generals at the Pentagon have been reported as saying to the New York Times and Wall Street Journal that Madam Speaker of the House, what you're asking us to do is to commit a coup and commit mutiny. Where is her impeachment? Where is her impeachment for abuse of power, for doing a drive-through window impeachment without a hearing, without a trial? And the other one from a phone call, to which there is a Republican who said on her first day in office on January 21st, she will be doing her papers of impeachment on Biden for his phone calls to the Ukraine, where you have Joe Biden admitting publicly that SOB, I did it, and what do you know? They fired the guy. So, evidence aplenty. This is darned unusual, I tell you. Darned unusual. Let me submit this to you before I go. Or not. No, maybe I'll save it for another video. So I don't mean to tease. Just happens that way sometimes. Which conspiracy are you going with? That the right is going to attack? They're smart enough to attack. And they're smart enough that you need to have this huge amount of military to protest them in the same country, but they're not smart enough to do it on a different day. Who goes into battle headlong, knowing the other side has just set up its complete defenses? No one's smart. No one's smart. No. If you're going to go into battle, you flank them. You don't hit them in the front. If you hit them in the front, you're only hitting them in the front so you can flank them. Everybody knows this. Everybody who's watched a war movie, everybody who's been in war, but yeah, that's a lot of people actually. I don't know which conspiracy is true, but clearly there's conspiracies aplenty. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the future. Be careful out there, especially if you are wearing an R on your shirt and you've been determined to be, what did ABC News say? You need to be cleansed from the society. What did the PBS lawyer say? You need your children taken away from you so that they can be put into re-education camps. Yeah. It's getting ugly out there. United States of America. I wonder how long we'll fight over when it died. What's that line from LA Story? Steve Martin, he says, nobody's really sure when love begins, but everybody knows the day it ends. There you go. See you in the future.